Hello, welcome to my math class. This is teacher Maria Ching, and today we are going to talk about an introduction to algebra. Let's make algebra simple so everybody could understand what algebra is. Did you know that the term algebra is derived from these two words, alphabet and numbers? It is a combination of both alphabet, which is letters, and numbers. Therefore, we can say alphabet plus number is equal to algebra. Algebra is great fun. You get to solve problems and puzzles. With computer games, for instance, you play by running, jumping, or finding secret things. While with algebra, you play with letters, numbers, and symbols, and you also get to find secret things. And once you learn some of the tricks, it becomes a fun challenge, meaning it becomes easy to work out how to use your skills in solving each of the puzzle. Let's say, for example, let's look at the example that we have over here. A missing number minus 2 is equal to 4. You think that's easy? Yes, it is. It is easy. Now, okay, the answer is 6, right? Because 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. That's an easy stuff. But in algebra, we do not use empty squares like this. So in algebra, instead of using that, we use letters instead, like the letter X, for example. So we read this as X minus 2 is equal to 4. It's really that simple. The letter in this case, remember, is the X, which just means we don't know what number it is, and it is often called the unknown, or what we call a variable. So we know that X, which is the missing number, is equal to 6 because 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Now in algebra, we have what we call an equation. Now what is an equation? An equation says that two things are equal. It will have an equal sign like this. For example, we have x plus 2 equal to 6. Now, what does that mean? It means that x plus 2, which is the one on the left, is equal to what is on the right. So x plus 2 is equal to 6. So an equation is like a statement meaning this equals that. What are the parts on an equation? So people can talk about equations, but there are names for the different parts, better than saying that thingy there, that thingy there. Here we have an equation that says 4x minus 7. Now let's look at the first part. The number 4 here is what we call the coefficient. What is the coefficient? It is the number right beside the letter in algebra. For example, in this case, it is the letter X. So any number that comes before a letter is called a coefficient. Now, what about the letter itself that we use in algebra? We call this the variable. Again, the number that comes before the letter is called the coefficient, and that letter that we use is called the variable. But how about the number? Any number by itself, it is called the constant. or in this case, we call it constants. 7 and 5 are the constants because it is by itself. It never changes. It is constant. Now, of course, we have the symbols that we use. It could be a minus sign, a plus sign, a division symbol, or a multiplication symbol as well. Okay, so we could use those symbols. Again, what are the parts? We have the coefficient, the variable, and the constants. Now in algebra, it is like a weighing scale. We always want to keep the balance. Remember, whatever is on the left is always equal to what is on the right. It needs to be always equal. We want to keep the balance. For example, x minus 2 is equal to 4. It is in balance, like the one here in the weighing scale. Just remember this, to keep the balance, what we do to one side of the equal symbol, we should always do to the other side. We are going to continue our algebra lesson next time. See you again. Again, this is Teacher Maria Ching for some easy math lessons. Goodbye.